Welcome to the mat today. I'm Summer. We're going to do a whole body TLC kind of practice. So you don't need anything unless you'd like to have props nearby. We're going to get started supine on the back. So welcome you. Let's take some deep breaths and begin. Go ahead and recline onto your back body and hug your knees to your chest. Spread your toes. You can hold your shins or under your legs if it's harder to hold the shins, and rock a little side to side. Notice your breathing now. Start to take some slower, deeper breaths. Get into this rocking rhythm that lulls you into a state of listening to your body and being supported by the rhythmic breath. And then come to a steady place. Keep your right knee in and place your left foot on the floor. And just take a moment here to feel your lower back. You want to have a little curve, like a little ray of light could slide underneath you. So tip the sitting bones down and then glide your left heel all the way out, like you could push your foot against a wall to straighten your leg to the ground. Firm the thigh into the mat. And now interlace your fingers behind the right leg and keep the knee bent, but press the leg into the weave of your hands. So the action is rooting your femur. It's really clearing for your back. Take one more breath, press into your hands, and then slowly begin to stretch your legs skyward. It might not go all the way straight. Just go to where your edge is. Take another breath, press into the basket weave of the hands. And now bend the right knee and hold the kneecap with your right hand. You can put your left hand on the left hip to keep a reminder there as you circle the right knee around. Try to go slow enough to stay steady and grounded through your bottom hip and leg. Reverse, go the other direction. Remember that practice is really meant to awaken you to who you already are, the freedom that you already have. We're not here to fix or change ourselves in any way. Go ahead and switch legs. Hug your left shin in. Place the right foot on the ground with the knee bent initially. Feel your lower back area. Bring awareness there. And then tip the sitting bones down. Create a little bit like a ray of light. You might even put one hand there to feel. You could slip your fingers under. And now very slowly drag your right heel long across the mat to straighten your leg. Flex your toes. Step on the ball mound, the gas pedal part of your foot. Push out through that. And then clasp behind your left leg and press your left leg into your hands. Resist. Feel your hips. They are probably not level. Usually here the left hip will be a little higher, so try to anchor it downward. As you take one more breath, press into your hands. Keep that action as you straighten your left leg towards the sky. Inhaling deeply, exhaling deeply. Again, if you've been sitting or traveling or just not moving much, this is so healing for your lower body and starting to open up your legs and your hips. Re-bend your left knee. Place your left hand on your kneecap and the right hand on the upper right thigh. So you just build awareness. Wherever you place your hands, your attention will flow, reminding yourself only to move at the range where you can stay anchored through the right leg. And there's some core stability needed here, right? Go the other direction. Beautiful. Hug both knees into your chest. Start to rock up and down. You can hold the back of your legs. See if you can sit up and then rock back. Tuck your chin to your chest when you rock back. Let's do one more. This is so lovely to massage the back. You're going to crisscross your legs at the top. Take a good seat. As you hold your knees, fold forward wherever that takes you. Spread your toes and push out through the ball mounds and heels of the feet as you bow. Take a complete breath here. This is getting in your hips and hamstrings. And then slowly look forward like you're pushing forward through your nose, looking up to the sky with your gaze. Come up. And now bring your hands behind you. Take your feet wider than your hips. Maybe turn your toes out so you're in a supported squat. Rock your weight a little side to side here. And then if your body's ready for it, you can bring your arms in front of your shins, hands in prayer. And just take 2 breaths here. Squeeze your legs against your arms and resist back. Lengthen your spine. And now with the fingertips reaching out in front, begin to lift your hips and bow. Turn all 10 toes straight ahead. And for the first one here, take your feet as wide as you need to so you can have freedom to breathe. It's not too intense. If your feet are more narrow, that's going to be a deeper stretch. So you might even go as wide as the outer edges of the mat or off the mat. Fold, let your head hang. Shake your head a little side to side. Moving with mindfulness rather than fidgeting. Keep your legs steady, legs like strong, steady pillars. Anchor your feet more. With your next inhalation, come on your fingertips, whether hands are on the floor or blocks. Look way out in front of you and just take a couple breaths here. Create space with your breath. Press your inner thighs back and apart. That's going to help open up your legs and your lower body. On your next out breath, fold up and over your legs a little bit more like a waterfall, up to go over. And then inhale again, look forward. Press into the feet, bend your knees so you can create that same arch in your lower back like we did before. Circle the arms, press the floor way to rise. Stand up, reach up. Trace the hands as you exhale down to the heart. Step your feet in now, hip bone distance. So that would be approximately 2 fists distance if you want to measure it out. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let your arms lower, Tadasana. Next inhale, circle the arms up. Hold your left wrist and crescent, pulling on the wrist. Lean to the right. Keep lifting your ribs up. Look to your left and up. Wait for your next in-breath to rise and switch. Hold the right side. Go up to go over. Move more into the back body. Press into your feet, rise, reach your hands up, look up. And then exhale, circle the arms wide with symmetry, fold and touch the earth. You might need to bend your knees, no problem. Inhale, look forward, half lift. Place the hands, step back to downward dog, feet that same hip bone distance apart. Press into your hands, all parts of the hands. Lift your heels up and down a few times. Spread your toes, get all the little pops out. Next time you lift your heels up, turn your tailbone, your sitting bones up, and tone the abdomen more. Keep that lift as you lower your heels more. Inhale forward to plank pose, sliding forward enough so your shoulders stack over your wrists and you can press the floor away. Tone your thighs. Use your feet here to rock forward and back in a mindful, connected way. This is warming up your wrists, your hands, building some deep strength in your whole body. And then lower both knees down, turn your seat to the sky. Once again, tone the abdomen. And as you gaze forward, bend the elbows, come low, forward and down, all the way down, chest between your thumbs. Once down, point the toes. Lift your upper thighs and turn them inward before planting down again. Roll the shoulders back so you're broad in your front body as you rise on the inhale for cobra. Broad collarbones. We want the gesture, the mudra here, to be open-heartedness. Open front body. Breathe. Press the hands into the mat and feel as if you're pulling back with your hands. On your next out breath, lower yourself down. Tuck your toes, push up to tabletop. And then all the way to downward facing dog, lifting your hips, turning your seat to the sky once again. With your next inhale, sweep the right leg back and up. Then bend the knee and roll your hip open. Keep pressing through your hands. See if you can melt your left heel lower. Squaring through the hips, take your time, even use momentum or your hands. Step the right foot forward. Coming into a lunge. As you're on your fingertips in line with your front ankle, you might prop them up on a block. Take a moment here to square the hips. Pull back through your right hip, forward through the left. Make your back leg as clear and strong as you did when on your back. Strengthen it, straighten it, and reach back. Stay steady there as you lower your back knee. Move your foot back a little extra. Wiggle it back and place the knee down. This is a longer positioning in your low lunge. Sink the hips forward and down, but push the floor away. Every part of you in contact with the ground, push the floor away. That builds strength in your joint spaces. One more breath. Lovely deep stretch. And now begin to slide back through your pelvis, straighten the front leg, come on the heel, runner stretch. If you're on blocks, you can bring them forward a little bit, walk your hands forward a little bit, and fold. If you're tighter here, look in front of you rather than rounding your head to bow. Look out in front of you and lengthen your spine. Spread your toes. You want to activate the foot. Push through the ball mound of the foot, which will engage your calf muscles. We want to really get this area engaged. Press the heel down and back to engage the hamstrings. And now just rock your hips side to side as you keep your heel in a fixed, pointed position. Hold one more breath. Can you get your toes more upright? Spine longer. Slow and steady, bend the front knee. Return to that lunge position and circle the arms all the way up. Hold your left wrist as you bend the front knee deeply and crescent side bend to the right. Find a drishti, gazing point for your eyes to focus on to help balance. As you come upright, keep holding the wrist, lower your left knee slowly down, and once again, up and over to the right. As you inhale up, place your left hand down, turn the fingers to the left, lift the back knee, and twist. Keep the back thigh strong and clear, lifting. On your next exhale, plant the right hand, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Either lower your knees or keep them elevated as you come down. Point your toes, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving in a sense of being connected with your experience. Inhale the left leg high. Bend the knee and open the hip. Melt through the right heel back and down. Turn the inner biceps forward and press through your hands. Breathe and feel. Square through your hips, straighten your left leg, and then step it through. Take your time. Coming on fingertips, lengthen, look forward. Pull back through your left hip, square the pelvis. Stretch your legs. Scoot your right foot back, maybe an inch, maybe two. Lower the back knee down and try to pull it forward a little bit more so that we're always putting a little break, a boundary into the stretch. Look forward, slightly up. Move the pelvis to the front of the mat and down. Rhythmic breath. Next exhale takes you into runner stretch, now more into the back chain of the body here. You can point the right toes, walk your hands forward. If you're on your props, bring them with you. Stamp your left heel down and back so your whole left hip comes back and under you more. Whether you're halfway lifted or folding, lengthen your spine away from your hips. To engage your calf muscles here, spread your toes and push through the ball mound of the foot. Squeeze the calf muscles strongly. And wait for your inhale, bending the front knee. Lift the back knee, circle the arms up. Building this warrior-like capacity to stay in equanimity, steady, no matter what. Hold the right wrist and lean up and over to your left. Steady drishti for your eyes. Deep rhythmic breath. Inhale, come upright. Lower your right knee slowly down. Crescent once again, torso to your left. Breathe into your back. Move your ribs back. As you come up, plant the right hand down. Turn the fingers to the right. Left arm is up, and you can lift your back knee or even modify and lower it. Twist. From around the back of your torso, spiral to the sky. Breathe as you reach in all directions. Exhale, plant the left hand, step back to dog and down to child's pose. Point the big toes so they touch. Widen your knees. Sit all the way towards your heels or in that direction as you bow your head. Slow your breathing. Turn your palms up if you wish. Make an offering of your practice today. This ritual of having some time to move, breathe, to feel your aliveness, to come back to your energy, to regulate yourself, to build a sense of discipline that really is devotional at its foundation. Stay here as long as you wish. Feel free to then take Shavasana or just sit for a couple of breaths. Notice the impact of this practice on your mind, on your energy levels, on your sense of radiance and aliveness. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss one of the free classes. We put out 3 every week, and we're so grateful to have you here. Leave your comments. We love to hear from the community. We'll see you back next time. Namaste.